in the library now, and I'd rather get them out here.
Okay.
Good.
One final thing, Your Honor. If there is any data or reports that are generated by the software that Dr. Black is using when he prepares all this, I would like that. We've received a similar request from the defense this morning for Mr. Armstrong's things, so I would like that information from the defense.
Well, do you have any? Your program to generate them. It's going to take a little bit of time, but they're all you can generate them all.
How much is a little bit of time?
Well, so Your Honor, the first thing I have to do in order to meet my understanding is I can go back in and relabel everything based on this.
You know what? I'm just trying to get the jury out here. How long are we talking about? Not why it's going to take as long as it will. How long will it take?
To relabel everything, I'm guessing about 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh,
in order to do the reports, Your Honor, that'll take a little bit longer.
Okay.
A day?
It doesn't seem like it's going to be a big problem.
Remember, John Black works in hundredths of a second normally.
Okay.
I just
Like
want to admit before God and 60,000 of my closest friends that I lost my bet to people.
Well, but it is just amazing. You look at Binger, and everything he's accusing Richards of doing is what he has done at some point in this trial.
Which is, I mean, he's a lawyer, right? This is what we do. This is what we're paid to do.
My stomach never allowed for.
Binger has the ability to
to
talk himself out of
a certain
any
extent.
victory, though.
No, but Binger, and also Binger playing the victim, like prefacing this objection with "You victimized me yesterday, so therefore I must be right today." It's like it's
I didn't take the bet with Joe because I thought Binger was going to win, but he just kept talking.
He's speaking to the media.
No, you probably can't.
But, you know, Schroeder was starting to get annoyed again. So if he keeps it up, he's going to end up getting his temper flared again.
Is there anything I said that accounts for that face, Mr. Binger?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Binger face comment. That was
He's like,
funny.
no, I'm sorry. This is just my resting Binger face. It's my RBF.
All right, so he's going to relabel everything now.
Turn on the music for them.
It's not. They'll give it numbers: point A, point B, point C, point D, E, and then from A to E, it's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. That's it.
That is critical. So just in case the chat didn't catch what was happening, Binger was trying to limit the video review of Dr. John Black to literally the 4 shots fired and then the subsequent 4 shots that were fired at Jump Kickman. So we're talking for the 4 shots fired at Rosenbaum, he wanted to limit any review of the timing of the episode to the 0.76 seconds between shot 0 and shot 4 and nothing else, which would be inherently prejudicial because frame-by-frame analysis slows down an event so much. He wanted to limit his ability to say, no, look at how fast this whole event happens in 3 minutes, and that's never been said in court. I was under the impression that we're talking 10 minutes to 15 minutes between the whole encounter. But we're talking from friendly, to then being chased, to then being chased again, to then getting to the police is under 3 minutes. That's phenomenal evidence. Of course, the jury needs to hear it.
And it was even worse than that. He wanted to abstract from the entire sequence of events only the shots of any particular event. So ignore the fact that it was 30 seconds between Rosenbaum and Huber, if it was that. And then
no, it's like 3.
We saw how Binger made great use yesterday when he was cross-examining Kyle of just taking one still frame where he's like looking down after Gage was holding his hands up, taking one still frame and make it play out as if that was like a 15-second interlude of Kyle re-examining his gun, re-racking, and considering whether or not he wants to blow Gage Grosskreuz's head off. When really it was literally a 50th of a second, and for all we know, he was blinking and wasn't even thinking during that. But he freezes that and makes it that time just draw out to make it seem as if there's so much time for Kyle to contemplate what he's doing.
Exactly.
And in cold blood, fire at or potentially kill or maim all of his victims.
Well, and also to show that he had time to cool off in between these, because the defense wants to show this as this was all like one moment essentially. Like to break this down into 3. I mean, you kind of still have to break these down into 3 different interactions, but you can look at them within the context of one another because of how quickly everything happened. When you're looking at it from the framework that the prosecution wants to frame it as, they want to extend it out so that you really don't put those pieces together within that context as easily. And it makes it look like he has time to, like I said, time to cool off, time to run away, time to make other decisions other than violence.
Yeah, that's why I agree with what Ron was saying yesterday. I mean, talking about, I think frame by frame is inherently prejudicial, right? I think that there's something to just slowing something down to that degree, which no human can perceive and certainly no human can react. Your neurons can't